Hello, Gary Crowley here with DoItYourselfJointPainRelief.com, and this is video 2 of 3 videos to show you how to release the pain in the back of your leg, either leg. And in video 1 we showed you 2 really great stretches to release all these big strong hip muscles that will tend to yank on the nerves coming out of your tailbone, that you end up feeling that in your leg. So we kind of roughed that out with two really good stretches in video 1, but now I want to show you how to get at some specific tension in those same big strong muscle groups using a series of balls, and depending on the cushion, how much cushion that the ball is going into when you're sitting on it, and how much cushion you personally have in your hips, you're going to want to use different balls to get this job done. On my website I have a whole thing on, I call it Tennis Ball Tune-Up, where I show you how to do all this. But if you have pain down the back of your leg in particular, you're going to want to be really, you're going to want to take the time to find the stuff that really gets it at your spots. And again, we want to make sure we do both hips, because about 75–80% of the time, if you have pain going down your right leg, your left hip is a big causative factor in that. If you have pain going down your left leg, your right hip plays a big role in that. So for me personally, we'll start with a tennis ball. If you're on a good hard, probably harder surface like the floor or a harder chair, basically what you want to do is you want to sit on this tennis ball on your hip, and you just want to investigate, notice where you have tension in those hips. Now for me, because this ball is going into the cushion too much, I actually want to use, I'm going to try this little bigger ball. So this is a little bigger than a baseball. See, and that for me is nice. That gets, you want enough pressure that you feel it, but you want to also be able to relax into it. And then what makes this technique really effective is when you find a good spot. Let me find, so there's a nice spot, probably from sitting on my computer too much. You want the ball on one spot, and then you want to move your leg in a way that makes that ball push into that tissue that is now moving and functioning. And when that tissue moves and functions under the pressure of that ball and your body weight, it really tells your brain that you really want that thing released, because it needs to function. And there it goes on me. And for me right there, that ball, I actually really like this size ball for this table and for basically the amount of flesh I have to go through to release my tissue. If you're, really a lot bigger person, and if you're a big person and you're on, say, your mattress at home, you might need to, use this softball, because that's going to get in there. And sometimes when I get to my upper hips, personally, or actually if you're slightly less agile than maybe the average person, softball's nice because you can kind of almost lay flat and get most of your things you need. You want more tension, you just kind of lift your legs a little bit. You don't have to be quite as agile and mobile, but so there's that. And basically what you're doing is you're going to investigate, you're going to find the tension in there. So that's a little big if I want to sit. Baseball's good too. But you're going to find the tension, go, okay, there's a tender spot, there's a painful spot, and now I'm going to put enough body weight on that so that I feel it. Basically, as much as you can still relax into is probably about right. And then I'm going to move that leg, and this is what makes this a little different than a lot of other people who are showing you how to use a ball to release your body. They're either just going to do acupressure, and I'm not criticizing them, but they're either just going to do acupressure where you're just sitting on it, or they kind of have you moving on it, trying to massage it. And basically you want to press into one spot, don't move, and then make that tissue move that the ball is pressing into, and you'll find you can get pretty effective with this. Now you can also feel free to use one of these balls when you're sitting at the computer or driving your car. And if you drive too much or compute too much, like most of us these days, you can just put that ball there, go about your business, forget about it for 5 or 10 minutes, find another spot, do that, go about your business, and you can be probably preventing yourself from getting this pain in the back of your leg if that is a regular problem for you. So that's video 2 of 3, and again, you're going to do both hips, put the weight into it, make that, I basically move your leg in a way that makes that tissue kind of move, and when you feel like you've covered that pretty well, even if, you might not be able to get every single little thing to release, but if you've gotten some good work done, assess how that has affected the pain in the back of your leg, and after you've done that, I look forward to seeing you in video 3, where I'm going to show you, basically in video 3, I'm going to show you one fantastic stretch to really keep this hamstring free now that we've released all this, and then I'm going to show you basically just how to get that, basically a softball in there. But I look forward to seeing you in video 3. Thank you.